In this movie, let's take a look at our site content, and then let's put together a content plan. What I've got so far is a local Joomla site. It's got all the sample content in there so we can see how they organize their information. Then I have our remote site that does not have the sample content, so we can kind of put that together ourselves. So we need to go to our local site. We're going to go to the content area and look at the sections they've used. Now, remember, sections are the main topic. Basically, it's your filing cabinet, one of the drawers you pull out, that's your section. Then we're going to take that filing cabinet drawer, look at all the folders in there, and create different categories. Each folder is a category. Then we're going to create articles for each of those categories. In other words, throw some paper in each of those folders. We installed the sample content on our local Joomla site. We're in the section manager. Here are the 3 sections that the sample data came with. Now we can see that there's 3 categories in the About section, 2 in the News, and 4 in the Frequently Asked Questions. So let's go to the content. Let's look at the categories. Now they've got the project in the About section, and you can read down here, you can see what section it's in and what title that category has. Now let's go look at the articles. You can see the article name, what section it's in, and then the category of that section. Some of these might not have something because they're uncategorized. So what we need to do is have a plan. Top level is sections. Sections are divided into categories. Categories then contain all of our articles, all the actual stuff people are going to be able to read. So here's our remote site. No sections or anything in there yet. So let's go to the back end of our remote site. Let's go into our section manager. See right here, you've got no sections. Therefore, we've got no categories, no articles. So what I've done is started a notepad file with a couple different sections in it. I'm going to create on my remote site a help section to post different things about Joomla, like how to set up a user, how to change a template. I'm also going to have a portion on there called Virtual Connections. Virtual Connections are a step up. What we want to do is take our Joomla site and get people out there looking at it. So where can we look at things like social networking sites? How can we get people to look at our Joomla site? So our first section is help. The categories that I want to put in the help section are a how-to section, and then I also want a tips section. Then articles. The how-to articles, I'm going to create how to set up a user. And let's say another article I'm going to create is called how to change a template. Now, my tips articles. I'm going to give tips on search engine optimization on this site. I'm going to give tips on site organization. Now, my next section is virtual connections. The categories I want in there are how to make social networking virtual connections, and then also look at website linking as part of a virtual connection. So in the social networking category, I'm going to talk about Facebook on my website. I'm going to talk about Twitter in an article. Then on the site linking category, I'm going to talk about site link tips. Go over things like making sure your site is linked on a page that has similarity with your site. So here's my plan. What we're going to do is take this plan and actually implement it into our Joomla site. I'm going to save this. I'm going to put it in my work files. I will upload this so you can use it as part of your files if you want to for this course. I'm just going to call it content plan, TXT. That way if you want to go in here and print this off so you can follow the same steps I am, or you can just clear it off and create your own sections and categories. So let's get started on this in our next movie.